Today I'm going to show you how to use keyframes on CapCut step by step so you can create smooth animations, motion effects, zooms, fades, and more. If you've ever wanted your edits to feel more professional without making things complicated, keyframes are one of the most useful tools you can learn. They give you full control over how an object moves, changes size, rotates, or appears over time. So if this video helps you out, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more CapCut tutorials just like this. Alright, let's jump right in. First, open your project in CapCut and select the clip or element you want to animate. This can be a video clip, an image, or even a text layer. Once it's selected, look over to the top right corner of the interface and open the Video tab, or the Text tab if you're working with text. Then choose Basic. This is where CapCut keeps the main transform settings you'll need for keyframing. Now find the playhead on your timeline and move it to the exact point where you want the animation to begin. This part is really important because keyframes are all about timing. The playhead tells CapCut when to start recording the change you want to make. Once you're at the starting point, look under the transform section. You'll see different options like position, scale, rotation, and opacity. Next to each of these, there's a small diamond icon. Click that diamond to add your first keyframe. When you add that first keyframe, CapCut is basically saving the current look of your clip at that exact moment in time. From there, you can move further along the timeline to create movement. Drag the playhead to the point where you want the animation to end, or where you want the next change to happen. This could be a few seconds later, or just a split second later, depending on the effect you want. Now, make your changes. You can adjust the scale if you want the clip to zoom in or zoom out. You can change the position if you want the element to move across the screen. You can adjust rotation if you want it to spin or tilt, and you can change opacity if you want it to fade in or fade out. You can do this by using the sliders in the right side panel, or in some cases, by dragging the clip directly in the preview window. As soon as you make a change, CapCut automatically creates another keyframe for you. That's where the magic happens. CapCut will now smoothly transition between the first keyframe and the new one, creating a natural animation effect. So instead of the clip jumping instantly from one state to another, it animates over time between those 2 points. For example, if you want a simple zoom effect, set your first keyframe with the clip at normal size, then move the playhead forward and increase the scale. CapCut will create a smooth zoom. If you want a pan effect, set the first keyframe at one position, then move the playhead and drag the clip to a new location. If you want a fade effect, set the opacity at one point, then lower it later on the timeline. Each of these techniques works the same basic way. The best part is that once you understand the pattern, keyframes become very easy to use. Start with a keyframe, move the playhead, change the property, and let CapCut handle the transition. That's really the core workflow. You can repeat this as many times as you want to build more complex motion, like combining zoom, movement, and rotation in one shot. If you want cleaner results, try keeping your movement smooth and not too extreme. Small adjustments often look more professional than huge jumps. Also, make sure your keyframes are spaced properly on the timeline, because the distance between them affects how fast the motion happens. The closer they are together, the faster the animation. The farther apart they are, the slower and smoother it feels. And if you make a mistake, don't worry. You can always go back, adjust the keyframes, move them around or remove them, and start again. That's one of the reasons keyframes are such a powerful editing tool. They're flexible, and you can refine them until the motion looks exactly how you want. So to quickly recap, select your clip, open the Video or Text tab, go to Basic, add your first keyframe with the diamond icon, move the playhead, make your changes, and let CapCut automatically create the animation. Once you practice this a few times, you'll be able to build smooth, dynamic edits in no time. If this tutorial helped you learn how to use keyframes on CapCut, please give the video a like and subscribe for more simple editing guides. And if you want, I can also show you how to use keyframes for zoom effects, text animations, or smooth camera movement in CapCut next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.